Hey everybody, I'm laughing. And this is Exclusive King. You know, this is one of those videos that I really did not want to make. Usually on YouTube, if you're talking about the black community, issues and comments are usually black white or white black. We forget about biracial people and their influence, those of mixed backgrounds. I'm very guilty of underestimating the importance of being biracial in terms of where that person will stand on certain issues. Whether anyone wants to admit it or not, whether the statement is a popular one to make or not, I really don't care, because I'm right. If you're biracial and you identify with the black community, not only when it's convenient for you, but all the time, then you are our sister. You are our brother. And regardless of popular belief, it's perfectly fine to acknowledge those other sides of you. Now, let's talk about biracial black women. And you know, there are quite a few of you on YouTube. I know this because you are the loudest ones. Okay, let me ask you a question. If you consider yourself to be a biracial black woman and your father is not black, what emotional investment do you have in black men? What investment at all do you have in black men? I'll answer that one for you. You have no emotional attachment or investment in black men. Bottom line, you don't care about black men. At the end of the day, this doesn't affect you. How could it affect you? How could black men or the issues of black men affect you? Don't let me lose you now, because this is where things get interesting. Biracial black women and their views on black men. Let's play a little game, okay? Everybody likes games after all. I want you to think of one biracial black woman on YouTube who has a non-black father that does not hold a negative general view of black men. Just one. If that one is too tough for you, I want you to think of one biracial black woman on YouTube who has a non-black father that approaches black men with constructive criticism as opposed to outright bashing. You know how constructive criticism works. Usually you start with something good about the person you're trying to criticize. Then you move on to something you'd like to see them improve upon, or bring up something you think they're doing absolutely wrong. And finally, you give your suggestions on how they might improve. How many of you see these women doing that on YouTube? Biracial black women and their views on interracial relationships. Here's another question. Do you think the average biracial person would rather see more relationships by people of the same race? Or do you think they'd rather see more interracial relationships? Average biracial person. The thing about biracial black women with black mothers is that they're very good at hiding how different they are from real black women. They're very good at hiding their differences from real black women. See, they want to be seen as being in the same boat as real black women, while holding on to some of the privileges of being mixed. Lighter skin, straighter hair. Things that are seen as more desirable in terms of today's society. So for them, it's like interracial dating is nothing. What do they sacrifice? They sacrifice nothing to be in an interracial relationship. They could date anybody and it'd be considered an interracial relationship regardless anyway. When would a biracial black woman be considered to be dating within the race? That's another way to look at it. When would you consider a biracial black woman to be dating within the race? And after all, when this is all said and done, biracial black women, they wouldn't be here without an interracial relationship. So you can't tell me that this fact is not going to motivate their actions just a little bit, and why they're desperately trying to defame the black relationship. If you do, you simply choose not to see it, either because of frustration or denial, or you're simply naive. Biracial black women who have no biological black fathers. What makes you think you have the authority to talk to or about black men the way you've been doing? I want to make this perfectly clear. You are just a woman who has no biological black father to black men. So to us, you might as well be a white woman, a Hispanic woman, an Asian woman. You get the point. I have no bond to you as a black man. You have no bond to me. You talk about black men like you know us. You don't know us. That's why when I see black men on YouTube try to debate with these biracial black women, these women who have no biological black fathers themselves, no bond to us as black men, sometimes I sit back and I laugh at you, black men. What do I look like? What do you look like being a black man, getting into an argument with a woman about the state of black relationships or black men when she doesn't even have a biological black father? That's ridiculous. They don't matter to us. These women don't matter to us. Don't even answer these biracial black women with no biological black fathers. As a black man, I could talk to a biracial black woman who does have a black father, because you see, we do have that bond. Certainly I value her opinion, but otherwise it's a waste of time. And you know what? That's our problem as black men and as black women. We want to talk to everybody. We want to convince everybody, but guess what? We're not going to be able to convince everybody. The only people we answer to as black men in terms of the black community are black women, other black men, and God. I want to leave you all with this final question. What does a woman with no biological black father, a biracial black woman, what does she gain from the improvement of black men? Let's say all black men start to improve. What will she gain? What will a biracial black woman gain from the improvement of black men? A group of men she has no bond with, no connection with. Think about it.